Yo there guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different to celebrate the 10 years of FUT. I still feel under the weather, but we're pushing on, and FUT birthday is going to be released at 6 PM tonight. So why not go through 10 years of FUT and show you guys my favorite players of all time specific for that FIFA. If you like the sound of that, leave a like, and if you guys want to do the same in the comment section, please feel free. And if you are needing game codes or anything game related, head over to g2a.com, use the code FUJI on that site to get a discount on every single order, and let's go. So some of you guys will probably think I'm a FUT founder, which is not exactly true. I used to play FIFA 09, but I never bought the expansion to get on Ultimate Team, and it's not because I was tired, I was just never really a big spender on console. But then on FIFA 10, they opened it up to everybody, and that's what brought me in. And then I started to get hooked on the game, and it wasn't until FIFA 12 I spent money, I'm pretty sure anyway. So with FIFA 10, best thing that they ever did, open it up to a wider audience, and you can see what happened with Fortnite when it was free, Apex, this stuff just goes viral, and I was loving it, man. I got hooked as soon as I started playing the games and just saw the progression, you know, opening up packs. I got hooked on that on FIFA 10, and I could not say for the life of me. I used to work towards 7.5k, open a pack, rinse and repeat, until I decided one day, hang on a minute, let's not open a pack, let's purchase Arjen Robben. And he is my favorite player on FIFA 10. Loved him, man. And I don't think EA knew what his weak foot was in real life, so they gave him a 5-star weak foot, and he was so broken, and he was my first ever massive purchase. That's one of the reasons why I like Arjen Robben so much. I got a soft spot for him, you know. He is just the best. He was so fun to use. Most of those players on FIFA 10 just felt broken, and they suited the meta. It was more balanced because everyone was pretty decent. I think it's just because the game was simple and there wasn't really too much to learn. It was just run, pass, shoot. Whereas these days, there's a lot more to it. But FIFA 10, loved it. Not my favorite FIFA, but Arjen Robben, he was a beast. So let's move over to FIFA 11, and this was the year when they first started to release special cards for informs. Because back on FIFA 10, you couldn't tell the difference. Everything just looked like an upgrade. You had informs, team of the years, all looking the same. Whereas FIFA 11, they had a nice little design going on there. But which player did I gravitate towards and use the most? And this might be a surprise to some of you. It was Lisandro Lopez, and I think a load of you will remember him. If you were playing FIFA 11, he was one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite. You know, I can't think of anyone else that I preferred over him. He was just so quick, strong, it felt like, and finishing back then was pretty easy, and he was just offering everything. Loved him so much. And the 88 inform was one that I did purchase, but I think his non-inform was like just as good, really. So Lisandro Lopez, Arjen Robben was starting to put together that ultimate squad. Let's move over to FIFA 12. My favorite ultimate team is, of course, FIFA 12. And this was the year when I started to invest a little bit of money back into the game, not only to get a better squad, but to give back to EA to appreciate their work, because I didn't know how long this was going to last, and I wanted it just to be released for the next year. So FIFA 12, this was the year that silvers dominated. Like, golds were good, bronzes were awesome to use, but the silver players were the best. And El Shaarawy, you might not have heard about this card because you probably started maybe FIFA 14, FIFA 15, but this man was the best silver ever. There is no ifs or buts. Like, they go on about Vieto team of the season and a few other cards. This man was stupidly broken. You can't compete, you know, because I don't think he was supposed to be that good back then. And as the game was simplified, I think EA went on about if a player receives like balanced stats, he's going to play better in game or for that position or whatever they did to him. He was performing like a team of the season. I'm not kidding. Like, stupidly good. And it wasn't fair. I loved it. I loved it so much. El Shaarawy, 60,000 coins. Back then, 60k was a lot. It was probably around 900k in this market. So yeah, you can tell he was the real deal. So I'd have to say for me, FIFA 13 had one of the best card designs. Looking back at it now, I can see why some would disagree. Like, I do like the most recent ones, 19, 18, and even 17, but there was something about that retro look, and it's one of the reasons why I like FIFA 10, 12 and 13 card design so much, but who was the player? Di Natale. Anyone remember that legend? Even his non-inform was good enough, but this team of the season, I think I bought him for 1.3 million, and I loved every minute. And back then, 1.3 million coins was a hell of a lot. Like, you just see figures of 1 million, 2 million, 5 million coin icons, but 1.2 back then was probably around like 3 million, 4 million coins. You could do a lot with it. And Di Natale, I just wish that he would receive some form of like flashback card, but unfortunately he's not on the game. What a beast. So FIFA 14 was the year that I really started to enjoy YouTube. Not to say I wasn't before that point, but there was something about this game that just brought back memories of FIFA 12. Super fun to play. There wasn't an awful lot of things to do. Gold Cups, seasons, and that was pretty much it, but the game was fun. There was a crossing meta though, and that wasn't patched. In the 4-2-2, remember it? Freddie Guarin being one of the players. I can't remember all of them, but Ibrahimovic is the only one that you need to remember. 96 rated Ibra, just a god. Suited the game, felt stupidly quick, his finishing was broken, his jumping was ridiculous. That was the best card on the game. Loved him. So I was a fan of FIFA 15, but there was something about 14 that I preferred, and looking back at it, I can't think for the life of me what it was, just because of so many ultimate teams that have passed. Like, I knew what it was, but I just can't remember. But FIFA 15, there was one man that I really enjoyed using, and it was Kdv. Kevin De Bruyne, man of the match card especially, that was really, really good. But once he received this team of the season, there was no stopping him. Look at those stats. The pace, the dribbling, the shooting, the passing, and back then, like, when a player received those stats, like, it meant something. These days, you see the prime icons with 97 pace, 98 shot, and all those team of the years as well, pretty much 99 rated. But for De Bruyne to receive a card like that, it was special, and he felt amazing. Really did love him. So with FIFA 16, I was a massive fan. I think EA got a lot right with gameplay speed, the mechanics, as well as the content. And this was the year when we started to see the potential. And one of the moments that I can remember quite well was the FUT's promo. You had to play through so many online cups to win a Konoplyanka, a Royce, and an Aubameyang. And Konoplyanka, before that point, he was still very much broken, and he was one of my favorite cards to go for. Even if I changed up my team, I would eventually go back to him. He was reliable. He used to cut inside with his 4-star skills, ping those finesse shots and stuff. I loved him. He was a very, very good card on FIFA 16. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will remember who my favorite FIFA 17 player was. He wasn't the best out there, but he was so good for me, and that's one of the reasons why I had to include that SBC Lacazette. He felt in-game when he was released, and this was the year when they started to bring in that new engine. You had FUT Champs. Oh god, the FUT Champs, it started to become a little bit too competitive, and it still is. And I'm hoping FIFA 20, we've had a couple of years now with this feel that we have to build like the best possible size to compete, and it's lost a little bit of fun on the way. So FIFA 20, I'm hoping that they acknowledge that and they bring in a few alternatives for us to play. But with Lacazette, he needs no introduction. You know how good he was for me. So with FIFA 18, I did put in a lot of hours, and I quite liked it. I know that some will disagree. There was like 2,000 games played with Rio Ferdinand. The hullet that I pulled halfway through the cycle, I ended up getting like 1,400 games played. Just a lot of time spent on that game, and my favorite player has to be Del Piero though. Once again, not the best one to go for, but just because he meant so much for the series, he clutched up, he secured top 100, the goals that he used to score, he didn't feel that slow, and his dribbling animations and stuff, I was just a massive fan of the card, and he was my favorite on FIFA 18. And to finish off the 10 years of FUT celebration with FIFA 19, it is Eden Hazard. Now, I know some of you will probably think it was going to be Team of the Year Mbappe. Mbappe is the best player on the game right now. Until I can get my hands on an R9 or those types of players, Mbappe Team of the Year, he's going to be very hard to beat. And if you are working towards a massive purchase, he should be your #1 target. But with Hazard, once again, it's similar to Del Piero on FIFA 18. He means a lot to the series, and I can't stop using him. There's something about Hazard that just feels right. It doesn't make any difference how many patches EA release. This guy just keeps bouncing back and he can't be stopped. His finishing is still broken. The way he feels on the ball, his pace, his strength. He is just suited for FIFA 19. There's no question about that. But boys, let me know in the comment section if any of the players that got into my top 10 got into yours. So drop it in the comment section. And I know this was a little bit of a different video, but tomorrow we'll be back with the RTG. For birthday will be out, and it's just going to be an awesome celebration. But thank you for watching, boys. Leave a like, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.